Wow, I tell you what, being in the presence of Attorney Teddy Reese is just an awesome experience. A man of wisdom, knowledge, a man of energy, a man of faith, a man of God. I'm just loving that.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jones.
And I just love the way you put your little essentials together.
Well, you know, sometimes I push the envelope a little bit with fashion, you know, because you don't want to be like everybody else. That cliche person that goes online and just get a basic resume and say, oh, I'm going to fill this out. Imagine how many other people have done that.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing to make yourself stand out?
Okay.
And sometimes, and your fashion speaks about you.
Yes.
When you put on a certain suit and you know you're wearing it good, that confidence just exudes.
Right,
and it makes you feel good. You walk in the room like, I'm here. I am here.
I may be late, but
I may be late.
I may be a little early, but I'm here.
But
Whichever
I'm here.
one.
Absolutely. Yes,
I love it. I love it. You know, I retired after 20 years in the fashion industry in Columbus, Georgia. I was one of the only ones, and I have the proclamation, Mother of Fashion and Entertainment, in this city of Columbus, Georgia, because of my long term with fashion. So I appreciate and I can identify quick about fashion. I know fabric. I know if it's cheap fabric, if it's, you know, I look at a lot of things most people don't pay attention to. And then you know, every time I see you, you are fabulously flawless for the male figures in this city.
Well, thank you so much. and you can do it in a very inexpensive manner. Yeah. You can look good for a low cost. But I want to go back to you mentioning your highlights of in the glass ceilings you were able to break. And there are other people all around the valley, all around Columbus, with success stories just like yours, serving as an example every day that if you're determined to do something, you can do it.
You can do it.
And you should not allow anyone to deter your dreams.
Amen.
Or where you want to go or tell you what you can accomplish. You sit here today as a success story because you chose that path.
Amen. Amen. By His grace and His mercy.
Absolutely.
And
every
His
day.
Blessings, abundant blessings.
Abundant blessings.
But you under favor as well.
Well, you know, Ms. Jones, I am good to look into the hills from which come all my help.
All right.
And I fear no one.
Yeah.
Because my God is the only person that I fear. And I know as long as He covers me,
yes, I
am okay with everything I do. I've made some decisions in life that I wasn't comfortable with, but I knew that God had His hands on it. Like, you know, you referred to me today as Attorney Reese, but I didn't go to law school until the age of 29. That was after I left working with the city of Atlanta under the leadership of Mayor Shirley Franklin, that I decided I wanted to take a new direction in life. So I took that leap of faith. I prayed about it and I thought about it, and I left a comfortable job to go jobless for 3 more years of education.
Ooh, wow.
And it was the best decision I ever made, and I am just thankful every day for the wisdom and the teaching to trust God and to follow Him. And to follow Him. Every interstate exit from Atlanta to Orlando was an opportunity to turn around. And trust me, they were talking to me. They were saying, little boy, go back and tell them folks you're sorry, you want your job back. But God was saying, no, I want you to keep going forward because I got something for you. And I went to law school with the intention of just being published. Before I knew I was even moving here, God was preparing me for Columbus, Georgia. I was published in an article my last year in law school about the water battle between Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Can you imagine that, a little black boy from Georgia studying water law?
No.
But that was all his direction, and there's so many other things he did for me. My last year in law school, I clerked for a felony judge. I was the president of the student body, but I think one of my greatest accomplishments, and this is all thanks to him, is my last year in law school, I served as the national president of all law students, 179,000, and I was in charge of a $2.5 million budget. I was the 4th African-American, but I was the first one from a black law school.
Jesus.
And it was a proud moment for family
Good
law
Lord.
school.
I felt a chill then.
Well, I felt chills going through it. I remember he delivered that message to me, and I was like, God, are you sure that's what you want me to do?
Yeah.
That's an unsurmountable task. But he said, no,
awesome.
Nothing is impossible with me.
Okay, now.
And he led me. I'm not trying to go to church here with you, Ms.
We
Jones,
go if you want to take it.
But the Spirit is in the room because, you know, I believe that when God directs you, you have to listen.
Oh, my.
You have to listen, and you have to be bold. Sometimes you have to be brave, and sometimes the facts may not be lined up, but if your faith is in order,
all right now,
you will get over that hill.
Come on now, boy.
And you will get to where He wants you to be.
Coming up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I love it. I love the faith walk. You talking about quitting a job at 29 years old. most guys at 29, they're ready to do this and start looking at, you know, children and houses. And I'm buying me a house. I'm going to get me a new car, a new SUV. You know, they're looking at all what they can get. They're not trying to stop. If they didn't get it, most of them, between the ages of getting out of high school up until about 28 years old, going to college and just going out of high school, going to college, maybe a year or two break, and going straight in. As a younger, you took a job, cut out, and went in faith down to college. You know, that is just amazing.
And unfortunately, my generation and the generations following me we've been plagued with this instantaneous. We want things in an expeditious manner.
Microwave style.
And you know, microwave style. And we've forgotten the essence of what it is to work for stuff. I remember when I was little, if my bicycle tire went flat, I had to get that bucket of water and fill it up and take that inner tube and shuffle it until I saw those bubbles rising up, and then take the metal scraper and clean it up and put a patch on it with glue myself.
I remember seeing it done.
Kids don't ride bicycles.
No, it's a computer. It's not on bike. Let me ask you, future plans. Tell me about your future plans. What are you doing?
Well, I'm excited about my future. My wife and I are expecting a little girl in August.
Yes.
So, you know, I will be a father, and I'm looking forward to.
Last time I seen you was single. Now you're
married.
Yes,
now I'm married.
Yeah.
So,
and a baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that in life, and God in the community has called me to run for office. I'm currently on the ballot now for a citywide city council.
All right.
And I look forward to talking with more citizens around Columbus, especially those that have expressed to me, Teddy, we feel that we do not have a representative beyond our district representative. There are two at-large individuals. We never see them in our community, and we never hear from them. And we got to get beyond the point of thinking that elected capacity is reserved for certain individuals. It's not. Those seats belong to the people.
All right.
And when we get out and vote, when we exercise our voice, we can make a difference.
Y'all can make it. Well, hey, you running on the 24th, right?
May 24th, early vote starts May 2nd.
All right. Hey, that sounds good to me. You guys keep it locked with the Joneses. You know you can't go wrong. We'll be back after commercial break.